So now we will continue with the numericals in the topic Coulomb's law. So let us see now. They said that if there is a charge capital Q, which is divided into two parts, Q1 and Q2, and if force experienced by them, between them, is maximum, then find the ratio of Q1 and Q2. So that was the question. So now let us start in finding about the ratio of Q1 and Q2. So it is very clear, separation not given, separated by 1 meter, let us say, or r meters, it is constant. So this question a shopkeeper will do very well. How come? If you see carefully, F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. So this is F Q1 Q2 by R square. This is constant, so F directly proportional to Q1 Q2. That's all. As they said, product is maximum. How shopkeeper will do? Suppose this is 10 Coulomb charge. If I divide into two parts, 19, roughly I am saying 19, 28, 37, 46, 55. Quite interesting. F directly proportional to the product. If product is maximum, obviously force is also maximum. 9 ones are 9, 8 twos are 16, 21, 24, yes, 5 fives are 25. That's all. So this is maximum. So shopkeeper will say immediately, sir, if you divide that equally, then the product is maximum. Yes, then answer will be Q1 Q2 will be 1:1 because equally divided. But physics, let us solve. What is the force? F is equal to K. One is Q, let me say. The other is, let me say, Q minus Q. Yes, obviously, because total charge is 10. One is 1. Then other will be 10 minus 1. So this is Q. If I say this is small q, this will be capital Q minus small q. Correct? Understood? Capital Q, one part is Q, the other part will be Q minus Q. So I am writing like this, divided by R square. So what I have to do? In physics, whenever they are asking maxima or minima with a variable, then you should differentiate. First year you had been studied that and equate with 0. Clear na? Basics if you want you can write. Basics, if y is maximum of y, then dy by dx should be equal to 0. Everybody know that. If anything is maxima, if you differentiate that with respect to variable, the answer should be 0. Yes? So I can say df by dq, because small q is the variable here, should be kqq by r square minus kq square by r square d by dq of, and this should be equal to 0, because minimum or maxima you should differentiate and you should equate with 0. Then you can see here clearly, if I differentiate this constant, take it out, k, q, capital Q by r square constant out, clear? Then dq by dq, 1, everybody know that, minus k by r square out, differentiation of q square, x power n differentiation, n into x power n minus 1. So this will become 2 into q power 2 minus 1. Correct? X power n differentiation, n into x power n minus 1 into dq by dq. You know dq by dq is 1 and this should be equal to 0. Hence done, it is very clear. In everywhere k by r square taking out and sending to that side 0, then this will be q. This minus goes that side, is equal to 2q. Hence q is equal to q by 2. One q you got q by 2, the other q should be obviously q by 2, because half. Hence I am taking it as q1, which is also equal to q2. Then the ratio will be, therefore the ratio will be q1 by q2 is equal to q by 2 by q by 2. Answer is 1:1. Answer is 1:1. I hope it's clear. Clear? Copy it down. Copied? Now we will discuss one more beautiful question. Listen carefully. Two pith balls. This is one and this is other one, which are suspended from the same point, of identical length strings, and identical bobs. Clear? But different masses. So then for this the mass is m1, for this the mass is m2. Then the question is, if the charges are given, to the pith balls, if the charges are given to the pith balls, clear? Say Q1 and Q2, Then which of the following option is correct? Then the correct one is first option. If theta 1 is equal to theta 2, that implies m1 is equal to m2. Second one, if theta 1 less than theta 2, then m1 is greater than m2. Third one, if theta 1 greater than theta 2, m1 is less than m2. Fourth one, let it be all of these. All of these. Hopes understood? All of these. Okay, then let us start. Clear? When you give the charges Q1, Q2, please try to understand the subject. When two positive charges are there, there will be a repulsive forces, hence these strings will become like this. So then the diagram will be quite interesting, like this, like this. From their common vertical. If you see the common vertical, but which will have more angle, which will have less angle? No guarantee. I can't say immediately. So let us try. On each, this is 2, this is 1, and this is the force acting on 2 by 1 Coulombic force of repulsion, and this is the force acting on 1 by 2, which is also Coulombic force of repulsion. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction, right? And now if you see, concentrate. This is our distance. Clear? And F12, F21 both are same only. But at the same time, on this downward force is acting M2G, and here on this T2, here on this T1, here on this M1G. Now let us see. Let us assume then. This is theta. Yes. This force is, let us say, F. This force is, let us say, mg. This force is, let us say, T. And you know, in first year you studied in vectors. At equilibrium, it will stay there. At equilibrium, this particle is at rest and all forces are balanced. All forces are balanced. You can see the diagram. Three forces are acting and they are settling the body in equilibrium. Hence all forces are balanced. So you can go for that. You can see carefully. If this is theta, this is theta. Now tell me, this is a touching side of T, that will be T cos theta. This is non-touching side of T, that will be T sin theta. And you know, when body is at rest, all forces balanced. Left hand side force should be equal to right hand side force, and upward force should be equal to downward force. Hence, I can equate. You can see left hand side force T sin theta, which is equal to F. Right hand side force T cos theta, which is equal to mg. Bolo ji, correct na? Yes, absolutely. Now if I divide them, equation 1, equation 2, if I divide them, I will get it as tan theta is equal to F by mg, and my goodness, F is constant. Because for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. G is constant at the given place, only the masses are varying in the question. Yeah, you can see everywhere masses are varying. So I can say that tan theta inversely proportional to mass. So more the mass, 1 by m, more the mass, less the value. You know tan 0, 0. tan 45 1 means when theta increases, value increases. Now when mass is more, theta is less. Clear? So I can say if mass is more, theta is less. If mass is less, theta is more. If mass remains constant, make it down. If mass remains constant, theta remains constant. Yes, if theta 1 is equal to theta 2, then of course it is possible m1 is equal to m2. Perfect. And if m1 greater than m2, m1 is more, then theta 1 will be less. If m2 is more, theta 2 will be less. Hope so understood. Then answer will be yes, all of these. So in this way you can solve the NEET level questions. Hope so understood. Just copy down. Next one, a very important concept with the dielectrics. Relation between distance of separation between Q1 and Q2, if Q1 and Q2 in different media, if both the forces are same. What does it mean? In medium 1, how much force is existing? 10 newtons, let us say. If I change the medium from kerosene to water, the same force is existing. Then the separation relation we are finding. As per the clue, listen carefully. As per the clue, first let me take Q1, Q2. Okay, epsilon naught, there is no medium, let me say. And if I say there is a dielectric medium and they are separated by Q1 and Q2, and this distance is Rm and this distance is R0. So their force will be different and here force will be different, but as per the question, they are same. They are same. So let me write here the force. Force will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R0 square as per Coulomb's law. Second line, F medium is equal to 1 by 4 pi K epsilon naught. As I discussed, epsilon m is K into epsilon naught, where K is dielectric constant, capital K, into Q1 Q2 by R medium square. As per the question, both the forces are same. 1 and 2 are same. Hence, You can see 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught get cancelled, Q1, Q2, Q1, Q2 get cancelled because 1 is equal to 2. What left? 1 by R naught square and 1 by K R medium square. Hence, R naught will be R medium into root K. This is very, very important. Means the medium distance, if you remove that medium distance, R naught value will be, air value will be this much, Rm times of root K. Once again let me repeat. If here, without medium, with medium. Without medium means air. With medium means some water, kerosene, anything is placed. And they said that these two forces, if it is 10 newtons, let us say this is also 10 newtons. You may think, how come, sir? Yes, distances are not same. R not Rm, different. Yeah, it can be possible. Then what is the relation between them? So as per the question, given forces are same, so 1 is equal to 2. So if you equate them, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught get cancelled, Q1, Q2, Q1, Q2 get cancelled, then 1 is equal to 2, then 1 by R naught square, 1 by KRM square, and finally R naught means air distance. Means if you remove this air distance will be equal to medium thickness into root K. So how can I handle this in a smart way? So let us do one question. They will ask you, there are 2 point charges, very, very important. There are 2 point charges. Till now in NEET exam they didn't ask that. As I discussed, in my experience, since from 4 years, whatever I am going to discuss in exams, all the questions, at least out of 45, 37 to 42 questions are coming. So please try to understand what I am saying. This is Q1 and this is Q2. This was not repeated at, not came at. This is Q1, this is Q2, and there is a small dielectric of dielectric constant K, and the gap between them is R. And for this the thickness is T, medium thickness Rm. So you see here, what is the force? Yes, force is equal to. I want to remove this so that the force should not change like this. Even though you keep or even though you remove, forces are same. So let us see. If I remove, total will be air distance. So let me write K, Q1, Q2 by, what is air distance, tell me? Here to here, what was that? R minus T. Am I clear? This is already air distance, R minus T is air distance, this side. And what about this? If I remove this, air distance will come. That air distance will be medium thickness into root K. What is the medium thickness here? T into root K, but whole square. Why? Formula K Q1 Q2 by separation square, R square. Yes, done. Hope so all of you understood. This was very, very important question. Very important. Copy it down. Clear? Yes, I hope understood. So all of you please practice very well. If you do today, if you read today, you practice twice or thrice today. Whatever the major problems I am going to discuss, even in future, they are very important. So please try to practice. And this is corona pandemic, you have a lot of time, not busy in your hostel, not busy with your classes in the college, you are at home, you are eating very healthy food, and you have a lot of time. And this is the time you have to grasp it. Clear? So let us see now. So we are going to discuss a new topic which is a very important, called as null point. Clear? So you have to understand that first of all, what do you mean by null? It is very clear, null means zero. Yes, null means nothing. You studied in first year vectors, null vector, the magnitude should be zero. For what? Point. Point means you know, the point at which zero is there. What zero? Zero net force. The point at which zero net force is there is called as null point. Clear? That's all. So we have to always calculate net force. Net force means what? Net force means what? Force due to all. Force due to all. How can you check whether force is there or not? How can you check? Yes. For that, let me define one point which is called as test charge. Yeah, heading itself saying, you people will call me as sir. It means what? I am the master. I have to teach. So here, test charge, the charge which helps you to test whether something is there or not. To test whether some force is acting or not. To test whether electric field is there or not. To check whether magnetic field is there or not. You have a great ideas, because if I say I am in the room in the front of you, before you come I came here and I kept one magnet inside this room somewhere else, or somewhere else I kept here and I just dig the board and I kept here and I pasted like this. You can't observe. Now I am asking you to find the magnet where it is in the board. Then the clever student will bring one thread and one needle and they will move across the table, across the board. Then obviously that needle will attract wherever the magnet is there. Hence you can say, sir, here is the magnet. Yes, of course. In the same way, for testing you brought the pin. For testing, I am bringing the charge. That charge is very, very small. It should not be more than the source charge. Very, very small. So very small, like in the level of 1 microcoulomb, represented by Q naught. Test charge I am taking it as Q naught. Clear? So to find null point, let me give you some important points. So to find null point, the point number 1. Point number 1, at null point, net force on Q naught must be 0. This is mandatory, you have to check it out. Point number 2, null point is close to smaller charge in magnitude. Smaller charge in magnitude. Null point is close to smaller charge in magnitude. Point number 3. Null point lies between Q1 and Q2 if they are like charges. If not, it lie outside for unlike charges. Clear? Point number 4. At null point, the forces are equal and opposite. These 4 points are mandatory. These 4 points are mandatory to all of you. So please try to understand every time you should cross check. For every question there are 4 options. Even for this question all 4 options must satisfy. So let us find out how to find the null point. Take it granted right now, this is the charge Q1, point charge. This is other charge Q2, other point charge. Magnitude wise, Q1 is greater than Q2, let me say. You know, do you remember in your first year you studied center of mass? Center of mass lies close to bigger object, right? Close to the heavier object. But whereas null point lies close to smaller one. Quite opposite. Try to memorize this. Okay, done? So this is Q1 and this is Q2. Yes. Now let us start. Assume that the null point is anywhere, but beforehand this is the distance r, separation, and let us assume here to here the distance is let me take Q1 is less than Q2, Q2 is bigger, Q1 is smaller, and from the smaller charge x is the distance of null point. Let us assume where the charge Q0 is kept. I said test charge. If I keep this test charge here, it should not have any force. It should stay there only, because net force is 0. Because Newton's first law, if the net force is 0, it will stay at rest. So Q naught N. And obviously here to here the separation will be R minus X. Yes, of course. Now, if it is Q naught, what is the force acting on naught by 1? And that should be equal to force acting on naught by 2. As I discussed, the last point, at null point, forces are equal and opposite. They will get cancelled then only. What is F01? K Q1 Q naught by X square. F02 K Q1 Q2 by R minus X square. Clear? So done. K to cancel, Q naught cancel. Clear? What left? Q1 Q2 left. Clear? So let me bring this to this side. R minus X by X the whole square is equal to Q2 by Q1. Correct? Observe carefully. I wrote Coulomb's law on either side, and KQ naught get cancelled, and I brought this R minus X whole square to this side, Q1 to that side, then Q2 by Q1. And now here this square comes this side, then it will become under root. Now story begins. R by X minus 1 X by X. Then this minus 1 goes that side. R by X is equal to root Q2 by Q1 plus 1. Clear? But I want X exactly. So X is equal to R divided by root over Q2 by Q1 plus 1. So this is the value of null point. Please make sure when similar, this is plus, this is also plus. When you take similar charges, you got here plus. When you take dissimilar charges, you will get here minus. My sincere and honest suggestion is, don't by heart this formula because they will confuse you. You by heart the formula like this. X smaller means what? Distance of the null point from the smaller charge in magnitude will be R by under root Q bigger by Q smaller plus or minus 1. Q bigger by Q smaller plus or minus 1. This is what you have to study. And mind it, plus sign you have to use for like charges, minus sign you have to use for unlike charges. Hope so understood? Like charges and unlike charges. Clear? This is all the story about the movie Null Point. Hope so understood? But please take care, whenever you are writing charges, you should keep only magnitudes. No minus, no plus. So values, positive values only you should keep. I hope everyone understood. Let us do immediately the problems so that you can feel comfortable. So let us see now. This is 2 microcoulomb charge and this is minus, no, let it be 4 microcoulomb charge and the separation is 6 meters. Two, 4, 2. Wait a second. Let it be 8. Yes. Clear? And the separation, let me take it as 5. Just granted right now. So listen carefully. What is x from smaller? Make sure this formula is from smaller charge. Means from 2. A null point is close to the smaller charge. Let us cross check. X smaller is equal to R. R is nothing but 5 upon root over Q bigger. Magnitude only 8 by Q smaller 2. But please, root is only for Q's. Plus 1 I have to write because similar charges. Now see here. 5 by this will become 4. Under root 4 is what? 2. 2 plus 3. Sorry, 2 plus 1, 3. Take it as 6 for your better understanding. Then 6 by 3, that will be 2. So x smaller is 2 centimeters. Sorry, 2 meters. 2 meters. Now you see, as of now, we got the answer as smaller 2 meters. Means from smaller distance is 2 meters. But there was a question in the last line. Find the null point from the bigger charge. But students won't see that in exam. They will hurry very, they will do. And the first option they will tempt you 2 meters, they will click it. -1. Mind it, -1 will come. So let us see here from the bigger one. If this is 2, this is 6, obviously this will be 4 meters. That's all. If the same question, if I ask you by taking here -8, listen carefully. So let me do, this is 2 microcoulomb and this is -8 microcoulomb. Yes, the separation is 6 once again. Then you tell me if I take -8, what will happen? X smaller is equal to D, 6 by under root 8 by 2 only. I said you should take magnitudes only, but these are unlike charges. These are unlike charges. So this will be -1. So this will be root 4, 2 minus 1, 1. 6 by 1, 6. Now confusion will start. Where? It is close to smaller charge, so it will be here, outside. This is null point. So I have to write lies outside the null point. Clear, ma? So verified. Clear all of you? So let me verify the same question diagrammatically. So pictorially, how can we verify? As I said, this is 2, this is +8, correct? And here is the Q0 I kept, let me say. All are positive. See, this is 1, this is 2, force acting on 0 by 1 will be in this direction, correct? Because repulsive. Because this is Q0, na? Both are positive, repulsive. This is force acting on 0 by 1. Similarly, what is the force acting on Q0 by +8? Repulsive. This side only. That is what? They should be opposite. Then only they will get cancelled. Hence, the force should be in between them only. But coming to here, if I place here somewhere else Q naught, you check it out for your better understanding. On this Q naught, due to this plus 2, force is in this direction. This is force acting on 0 by 1, repulsive. But at the same time, force acting on Q naught by minus 8 will be attractive. Yes, force acting on 0 by 2 will be attractive. You see, both are in the same direction. They won't get cancelled. How come? At null point, net force must be 0. Net force must be 0. Last point, at null point, forces are equal and opposite. So here, we are not getting opposite, hence it should not lie in between that. It should not. So please make sure about this concept and please practice this and check every point whenever you are under null point concept. So thank you. Practice very well. Thank you very much. And we will proceed on to the next concept in the next class. Just copy it all of you. It's done then. Practice every day, every topic with every good question what I am discussing. So suddenly things won't happen. So only the thing, slowly and steadily you have to do well, then rank will come to you damn sure. Hard work never fails. Please try to understand, whatever you are working, work heartfully, see the videos, see the content, see the numericals, how we are solving, how I am solving. Basically, physics problems are very logical in second year. If you think, that's all, that is enough. If you are not thinking directly, let us apply the formula, no, that was not always good. Understood? That was not at all always good. So please practice and do well. Please practice and do well. Thank you very much. Till then, happy practice.